Hey, wanted to give a bit of a voice tutorial for getting through this room as child, Gerudo Fortress. This is for getting to the child mushroom chest or the 37 heart piece. It's not going to be a full tutorial, but you know, to get over there, you can make this jump, climb up these vines, and get into the room with the guards. So this is going to work either at day or night, though nighttime has more flexibility because of the limited visibility even inside. So the first thing I want to do is show the camera view of the guards. There's a near and far guard relative to Link's entrance here. The near one is kind of hard to see normally, but I want to show, you know, this cycle of the guards moving in opposite directions. They start in sync like this. The other thing is the collision for this central table with the pots on it. You can see that the collision kind of goes down from the top of the table, so the guards can't see through it. If you're on the opposite side or kind of nearby on the corner, it's going to be relevant for the backup strats, which I want to show here. So yeah, let's show the first intended case. You're going to start acting right when you get in because the cycle of the guards is important. Side up right, side roll on target, hold up. Aim for the bottom corner of that table by holding left of up or up left. Side up these stairs. So depending on when you let go of target, you can get different angles, which unfortunately can cause some discrepancies, but fortunately it's also not too precise. You just, again, I technically want to eyeball Link's position for the nearest corner of this table. So yeah, so there's two cases if you fail to land on the table. It has to do with this chair or seat, which is this hexagonal. You know, again, you're probably going to want to save off the bat because if you get caught, you're going to get thrown in the river in Gerudo Valley. But if you get caught, you can just reset and end up in Gerudo Fortress. I split it into two cases because you can't really get through this seat and you want to act pretty quickly because the near guard can get you. The left is probably more likely because you're going to be aiming for this table, intentionally letting go of analog stick to fail here. But you want to slowly move and walk over to this side of the table because if you run or side hop, it'll alert the guard. If you end up here, you're actually safe indefinitely, but we want to wait for the far guard to get to the end of its movement cycle over near us. I try to target this to see both guards, because I want to also make sure that that guard, the near guard, is not back towards the end of its cycle. If it's over here and you try to go towards the steps, it will turn and face you if you are moving quickly. Yeah, you want to move kind of quickly over here and just kind of wait until the far guard has stopped moving. And then you want to move over here. Like that. I prefer to do this slow movement. Walking, you do want to go kind of quickly or you'll get caught. Another thing I've had some success with is like a side hop, side roll, just targeting that guard. I'll end up doing, though you may have to also move quickly to get to this part of the table, which could potentially get them out of sync. But again, so this is a good view. We want to wait for the far guard to be the end of its movement and then move over here. So then the other case is if you end up on the right of the chair, which is actually easier because you're safe in this position until the near guard starts to turn around. So just show that. So we end up over here, and then you want to kind of go towards the edge of this table, and then wait for the far guard to start moving. 1 to 2 steps should be safe to move past it. Again, in this case, you also want to make sure that the near guard isn't in this position where it can see past the table. So again, you do have a reasonable amount of time here until the near guard starts to turn, but you don't want to go too soon. In theory, you can go like pretty soon after the far guard starts to turn and move, though it's a bit risky. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. This room can be pretty tricky, but at least I think attempting to go for one of these backups might help for the future. So yeah, you know, this is the rest of the setup here. We're getting to the chest. And yeah, hopefully that was helpful. You know, child mushroom, child Kojiro is very useful for a lot of goals in extended child, or if you want Kojiro as adult. I tend to stand kind of far from that edge in case you fail. You'll still end up on top ledge. ISG is useful for a lot of things here. I guess I am doing the full tutorial. Yeah, once you get ISG on this chest, you can align cardinally, line up on the edge of this, walk up without target, get stuck in this wall. ESS down, roll to make sure you're stuck, pull out a chew, wait for the 9th red. That's 8th red, the typical Megaflip frame. And then you want to look for the same pullback frame. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful. Maybe we'll see more child gaming.